But no, we're really happy that we pulled this all together. We're great to. We're very excited about working with TOZEX and happy to promote it everywhere. I think maybe we just get right into question. The idea is to talk about the partnership and also about TOZEX, what kind of exchange TOZEX is, what is the vision behind it, what was it you and Chris decided to build an exchange?
Yes, so thank you for this opportunity to discuss more deeply about our partnership. And we deeply think that this partnership will be strategic for us and will contribute to professionalize our industry by using Blockpass services. But first of all, as you said, what is exactly TOZEX? TOZEX is more than a crypto exchange. TOZEX make the bridge between primary and secondary market for digital assets. Our vision is we are going to a token-based economy, and this economy will be based on digital assets. So we need to provide an infrastructure which allows entrepreneurs and investors to create, manage, and exchange all of those digital assets in a specific context in a fully compliant regulatory framework. That's why we have designed TOZEX as a tokenization platform, which allows entrepreneurs to get funded by using token-based fundraising mechanism like ICOs, like STOs, and also by using an innovative crowdlending protocol we have designed. We have called it Believers Reward Offering. So we offer various tools to provide a way to enter in this token-based economy where we are going to be at least in 5 years, more or less, we will be deeply used those kind of assets. That's why we provide this kind of services by using TOZEX platform.
Wow, that's very impressive. Very interesting, the BRO concept. But why do you think it's so important for these offerings to be compliant, to fulfill KYC, AML, comprehensive way? Maybe you can both answer that question. Go ahead.
Yes. First. It's a good question. I don't know if Adam wants to start to give an answer to it, or if you want, I can start.
Yeah, I mean, the point is that cryptocurrency, when it started, we're talking about the early 2010, that type of period. It was very much unregulated. The whole industry regulators didn't even know how to define cryptocurrency and digital assets issued on cryptocurrency. I remember when I started as a lawyer, 2013, people were using Bitcoin to issue assets, which are called color coins. And they were thinking, oh, we can issue shares on the blockchain. I mean, these are not new concepts in crypto. These are very old concepts. But, we've gone a long way from that period of time where people didn't even know how to define a cryptocurrency from a legal point of view to where we are today, where the whole industry is regulated. FATF, which is the supranational body, creating guidelines for national regulators to institute regulations within their own countries to capture businesses in certain new sectors. And that if you went trickle down effect, that's happened. It took 3-4 years for it to happen, but now it's happening as of this year. So pretty much across the board, whether you're exchanging cryptocurrency, whether you're involved in some kind of trade involving cryptocurrency, you are going to be regulated. If you're raising finance by issuing cryptocurrencies and receiving cryptocurrencies, then you are regulated. So it's a pervasive form of regulation that affects the entire industry. And the starting block of addressing that is identity. If you get that sorted, then you can enjoy the fruits of the cryptocurrency industry without the friction that comes with KYC. I mean, the thought of having to, every time I want to access an asset or interact with a certain type of platform, that I have to redo my KYC, the user experience is terrible. Whereas the idea of blockchain is that we're trying to create a new internet. So What do we need for new in the internet? We need a self-sovereign identity approach, people in control of identities, and they share their identity to access platforms, services, and assets. And that's the genesis of Blockpass. And we're very excited to see that segue in the mutual understanding that TOZEX has with us in instituting and making that journey actually happen.
Yes, I totally share your view. We need to jump into a new era for blockchain industry, and regulation contribute to professionalize and structure our blockchain industry. And this industry needs regulation to provide a more comfortable framework for both sides, entrepreneurs and investors, where each party has its own responsibilities and duties. That's why TOZEX wants to offer a way to initiate easily at cost-effective price various types of token offerings, as we previously said, ICOs, SCOs, and BROs, but in a fully compliant way with the fifth anti-money laundering European directive, which is fully applicable to every blockchain services provider in Europe since January 2020, and also with GDPR, because we need to provide this context, because investors want to be protected, at least at minimum, and entrepreneurs want to evolve in a comfortable and secure framework. The reality is, in Europe, in the world, we have seen three different strategies from governments. The first one is to apply the current financial regulation to those token offerings. It is the case from United States, for example. The second approach is to say, okay, we need to have a customized approach and create a dedicated framework. It's exactly where Switzerland, France, Malta, Portugal, and other countries has properly gone. And the third strategy was what China has made since few years ago, is to ban token offering. And you will see they will come and enter industry from time to time. And we think using a unique digital identity provide a way to evolve in this ecosystem in an effortless way and without suffering from any issue regarding regulation. That's why for us, it's really important to make strategic partnership like the one with Blockpass, to evolve and propose professionalized tools to all people who wants to enter in this industry without suffering of issues in terms of price, security, or technical expertise. Is really, really important for us.
Great. That's great. Fantastic. I'd like to know, ask more about the BRO, the Believers Reward offering. You started a pre-registration on Monday.
Yes.
So what is the phases? You have pre-registration, and then what comes later, and what's the schedule?
Yes, the pre-registration has started today. This is the beginning of something huge. We hope will change how blockchain-based startup could be funded by using stable coins. But basically, the BRO is the Believers Reward offering, which is the first crowdlending protocol based on stable coins. The BRO allows companies to finance their development by borrowing stable coins from contributors around the world. This is basically what is the BRO. And a BRO offers a way to be a sustainable alternative to ICOs and STOs as a new token-based fundraising mechanism. Because the BRO has been designed to avoid token pump and dump phenomenon, to limit the volatility of the token itself, and foster the growth by providing equal treatment to all contributors. And they will have an opportunity just to offer a way to invest by contributing, by sending stable coins. For example, it could be $100, and they will be fully reimbursed with their own stable coins they used at 50%, and the other 50% will be reimbursed by using the TOZ tokens, and we will deliver also an interest rate because it's basically a loan, and when it's a loan, you have to deliver a rate, and this rate is really attractive because it depends on the amount invested, but also on the period. The period is from 12 months to 18 months, and you will get able to get between 20% to 50% interest rates at the end of the loan date. We decided to call it a Believer's Reward Offering. Why? Because we deeply believe on the fact that investors and entrepreneurs can go in the same direction. And we want to reward every contributor for their belief. Each quarter, they will be able to have a choice to withdraw their tokens, to be able to sell them, or to continue by staking them. And by staking them, they continue to provide us their confidence on the project. They still believe on the project and in our capacity to deliver what we have already promised. And for us, it's really, really important to have a strong community and to evolve with our believers community in a transparent and fair way, because every terms and condition of this contribution will be coded on the smart contract. There is no place for bad faith. Everything will be transparent and definitive. Nobody can change the terms. The terms will be respected until the end. And this is the first time in history in our industry when we use stable coins, a reward specific mechanism, and a loan innovative approach. This is what we have designed. It's for our community, and we will demonstrate it's a sustainable way to raise funds by starting the Believers Reward Offering on June 23rd, 2020. And now the pre-registration offers a way for everyone to get 5% additional bonus and the ability to start investment before the official date of the Bureau, scheduled June 23rd of 2020.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Adam, what do you think about how TOZEX is such a great partner for Blockpass and Blockpass goals for 2020?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're looking for important partnerships that help us understand really how we can build a better product. And TOZEX really believes in kind of our journey and our vision in Blockpass, and it's a kind of mutual relationship. We learn from them, and hopefully we provide them the best tool to serve their own users. And this type of partnership is the type of long-standing partnerships that we need in order for us to really develop a product that the industry loves. And that's our goal. Our goal is nothing more simple than build something that everyone will love. Not, okay, well, this is just a tool. Everyone hates KYC. I mean, everyone hates it. We want to create something that people can love. And that's really important. And to do that, we need to be working with people who are at the front lines of the industry and who are dealing with the day-to-day customers, who are financing for themselves and financing for others. And we'll be dealing with each and every issue that those customers face. And for us, it's a very exciting partnership that we very much look forward to. But to make these types of partnerships work, it takes two to tango. And in this case, we need to work with people that embrace the type of technology, type of user experience that we want to bring to the world. The simple principles of giving people their own digital identity, allowing crypto to be compliant. We believe that those two formulas, when combined, will create really the genesis of a new industry, the new internet. And that's our goal. And so it's really something that I'm excited about working on with TOZEX.
Yes, and if I can add just complete what you said about this strategic partnership, because for us, using and works with Blockpass will simplify investor identification, and all the KYC process will be made easily in just question of matter of quite seconds, and that allows and ensuring that companies' focus on compliance remains at the forefront. With the AMLD 5th Directive and GDPR will be both satisfied, and our members of the believers community will be able to create a unique digital identity one time in just few seconds, which allows to navigate effortless in the entire TOZEX ecosystem thanks to the Blockpass solution, because Blockpass has developed a web, a mobile application and online services which allows to automatize the process of KYC verification, and it's provide a way to structure it and professionalize our industry. And I thank you, Blockpass, for this.
Well, thank you, Remy, and thank you for joining us in this journey. And we look forward to supporting you as you go forwards in the first phase of this project, which is the pre-registration. So we'll be following it very, very closely and supporting as we can.
We'll be cheering you on. So, what do you guys think about the crypto markets in general? I mean, the world had a pretty shocking start to this year. What do you think about crypto markets and how they will perform? Bitcoin kind of had some volatility going into the halving, but how will crypto markets? How will people approach crypto markets throughout the rest of this year? Could you?
Yeah, I think that as with everything, the instability in the world creates it creates an inverse effect in crypto, and of course in the gold markets. If you're looking at the gold markets, they're experiencing appreciation over the past couple of years. It's not only just recently, but we have to bear in mind that the journey of crypto is one that is not necessarily in opposition, but is presented as an alternative to the financial system. So if Bitcoin increases in price, and if the volatility around Bitcoin increases in the short term, this is an indicator to a certain extent of how Bitcoin and crypto essentially acts as a counterbalance to what's happening in the financial industry. And of course, there are nuances to this approach. And, for example, like when you create $7 trillion overnight, which is what the Federal Reserve has done, that will prop up the stock markets, of course. So it's not really a binary thing. It's not like suddenly we're entering a financial crisis and the result is that Bitcoin goes up. That's not the case. We enter into a financial crisis and actually stock market goes up, but that's because we've created, quantitative easing in the economy. But, I think what is absolutely true, and, this is what's so amazing about the industry in which we work, is that it's about creating resilience in an economy. There is the economy, the traditional economy that we are used to, the physical economy where you meet with people, you go into a shop, and you hand over cash, and then they give you goods. And that is the traditional economy that's existed for thousands of years. Then we have the digital economy that came from the information age, which allows you to consume services online, etc. And then you have the decentralized economy, which is peer-to-peer, based on the information age architecture that allows people to interact in a permissionless fashion. And that is essentially the fruit of crypto, so to speak. And so by having that three-tiered approach, we create what I would call a diversified economy. And so it's about embracing all three of them, not excluding one to the benefit of the other. But it's a very big question you're asking, Hans, to be honest. And
I knew it was.
But it's an important question. You are right to highlight this because the COVID just reveals a more deeper trouble in our current financial system. It reveals that we can suffer from huge trouble in case current financial system collapse, because now we just have seen the limits of the current monetary policies from central banks, as you already just highlighted, is with the Fed and with the UCB also, which print trillions and trillions of fiat currencies just to allow and increase a better circulation of the money in the entire global financial ecosystem. The reality is the following one. Why so much central banks are currently thinking about creating their own central bank digital currency? It's obvious when you understand exactly how blockchain technology works and what could be the benefit for a central bank to use and manage a crypto version of its own currency instead of managing the current fiat currency as we currently know it. The main benefit is the ability to be more reactive in the distribution of the money itself, because as you said just a few minutes ago, it's a peer-to-peer technology which allows directly people to make transactions between them without the need to use services of intermediaries. And this is a major step in monetary history, because if you create a crypto version, it allows a central bank to reach exactly the objective and goals for which a central bank has been created. The first one is the financial stability. By using a CBDC, you'll be able to have in a quite real time an exactly cartography on where the money is currently located, which is not the case currently, because they need commercial banks to make specific reporting, and every states of the economic union or monetary union to make this reporting. So it means that they don't have the ability to know exactly where is the money and how it is distributed. That's the first point. The second point is the ability to fight against anti-money laundering and against the terrorism financing, because blockchain technology offers a way to trace every transaction of a specific asset thanks to its characteristic. It's exactly the same with Bitcoin, and it will be exactly the same with the CBDC. So it provides them a certainty about the integrity of the money itself. That the second interest for a central bank is to have a traceability of the money. The third way is really easy to set up, because they just need to have a wallet connected to a bank account. So commercial bank will probably open the wallet for their clients. I think this is the best way to improve and grow rapidly the use of a CBDC. And by making that, you decrease the use of the cash itself. And a central bank wants a cashless society, as revealed by the Switzerland Central Bank, which was the first to delete the cash of its entire society. And it's exactly where we are going to be, because they want to decrease the use of the cash, because with cash nobody says, except the both parties, why this money was exchanged and where it's going to be. So when you take a look about those principles, it's obvious central banks will use it, and I hope it will be used to improve our own financial ecosystem for the benefits of citizens and entrepreneurs, instead of the benefits of people behind this financial infrastructure. That's the reality of our current financial situation. And I think we need to go deeper on this, because this crisis reveals the need to change deeply how our financial system works. And you can count on me because I contribute to it, because as an advisor of European Parliament regarding the use of blockchain technology, trust me when I told you that we discuss about a CBDC since almost more than 1 year and a half. So it's not just an idea. It will be a reality in our respective economic regions and areas in the coming years, for sure. And we will be well positioned to see this evolution, because we are well placed in this industry to see that.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, the digital yuan has been discussed by the Chinese central bank for more than 2 years now. It's been in discussion. So don't know where that's going to go, though.
We will see.
We'll see. What else would you guys like to add before we call it a day? Is there anything you'd like to add, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, for me, it's, as I was saying earlier, it's working with a partner that we have strategic goals. You know, on the one hand, Tozex, they want to bring, you know, stable coins to the market and use that and leverage that to add value to enterprises. On the other hand, we want to provide people with the tools to manage their own digital identity. These are very much aligned goals, and one benefits the other very much. So, you know, we've had this interview, and thanks a lot, Hans, for organizing this. But I'm sure there'll be many more conversations to come that we can record and talk about, you know, what's the next milestone in the collaboration, etc., you know, down the line. And so, yeah, we very much look forward to the beginning of our collaboration. So thanks very much, Remy, for your time, and look forward to meeting you sometime in person in Paris or somewhere else around the world.
Yes, it will be a luxury to see another people face the coming weeks. But yes, of course, let me know when you come in Paris. I know various places that you will really appreciate to see how the blockchain industry in France is really dynamic. And I would be more than happy to connect you with the other client we have, because Tozex is a product powered by Crypto for All, which is one of the top French blockchain engineering and consulting services we have set up with my associate, but also my brother Christophe in 2015. And if you need anything, feel free to ask, and we hope you will be part of the 3rd edition of the Paris Blockchain Summit, which will come when we will be able to make to make it, and we hope it will be in the coming months. And feel free to ask, and I'm really happy to work with Blockpass in this really important for us. This chapter is really strategic for us because we have achieved 2 years of research and development to offer this version, which is everybody can take a look on tozex.io and use our services for free to be convinced by it's sustainable and it works. And with what we have achieved, we are really proud of it, because nobody in this industry has achieved what we have produced, a way to automatize the process of creation, management, and exchange of digital assets. And we thank Blockpass to provide a new layer of our infrastructure, which allows everyone to enter in Tozex ecosystem without suffer from any issues regarding anti-money laundering or GDPR.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you very much for joining us, and let's stay in touch. Let us know if you need anything. We can send you the video once we've got it uploaded.
Yes,
we're practically cousins, because Adam grew up in France. I don't know if you know that. And,
really? Adam, you speak French?
Oui, bien sûr, on peut le faire en français si tu veux après.
Ah, il n'y a pas de souci, d'accord. Bon, bah, t'as pas besoin de moi, alors tu connais mieux Paris que moi, probablement.
And of course, you know, Thomas, our CTO, is French as well. So.
Oh, so Hans, you love French people because you know they are smart.
It's more the food and wine that I like now. Of course, I've never met a French person I didn't like. I will
send you a few croissants by using
Okay.
DHL services. 2 million.
Perfect. How about some cheese too? Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I have also cheese for you.
All right. Have a great day. Oh man.
Yes, you too. So thank you so much. See you
You
soon.
guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.